And I mean, it shows exactly what this is all about. I mean, if he wanted peace, he wouldn't do what he's doing these days. I mean, and can you imagine? I mean, it's like minus 25 degrees, and then you attack the energy system. I mean, it's so crazy that only Russians would do such a thing. But this is how Russia is, and it will not change. It will not change. And the only language they understand is if we are as tough as they are. There are still red lines when it comes to the weapons they can use to win this war. And you cannot win a war with the one hand tied on your back. So, I mean, we need to give them weapons so they can strike into Russia. We have had this discussion for several years. We are still discussing it. I mean, for the last 3 years on this conference, I have said, why are we not providing them the air defense that they need? And everybody is doing like this. They still lack air defense. You cannot protect a country without air defense. We know exactly what we need to deliver, including, of course, membership of NATO, because if they were a NATO member now, if we had been able to take that decision in Vilnius, we would be in a completely different situation. First of all, we have to recognize, we have to understand, we have to learn that Russia will not change, and they are not interested in peace, unfortunately.
But Mette is 100% right. We need to provide Ukraine with the continued necessary means to do that. Finally, it's been an economic failure for Putin. Reserves are out, growth is zero, inflation is double digits, and interest rates are 16%. So he doesn't want to end this war, not because he thinks he can advance, because he's not advancing. He doesn't want to end this war because the political and social cost of bringing the soldiers back is too high. And then we come to the question to what do we do? Number one, increase the economic pressure, sanctions, maritime services, shadow fleet, hit as hard as you possibly can. And secondly, keep on providing Ukraine with all the necessary means, including tomahawks. And then we will bring this home and Ukraine will win this war.
We're asking, about NATO, and let's be honest, the only time in history where the majority of the Europeans and the Americans have been safe is when we had NATO. It's the only time in history. And of course, defense and deterrence, and therefore capabilities and economy, is a big part of that. But Article 5 is the most important thing.